When we think of English, we often imagine British or American accents. But English in India is not just a language. It's a legacy, a tool, and a voice.
The link between Britain and India began around 1600 with the formation of the East India Company, seeking trade in a wealthy land. Over time, the British gained control through alliances, treaties, and battles. Education became a tool of influence, spreading English across the country with hundreds of long-established languages. A major turning point came when Thomas Macaulay's Minute of 1835, which made English the language for higher education. Through it faced strong opposition, Macaulay's policy exposed Indians to Western science, law, and governance in the English language. By 1857, universities were established in Bengal, Bombay, and Madras. Macaulay's plan created a demand for English-educated workers in the colonial administration, a legacy that continued today, with English remaining a key skill in global job markets.
Now, let's look at some key features of Indian English. We have first, phonetics. Indian English has distinct pronunciation patterns. Consonants like p and t are aspirated, and vowel sounds are often merged like a, both sounding like a. Now, we have vocabulary. It includes borrowed words like biryani, hybrid terms like police wala, and direct translation from Indian languages. Now we have grammar. Indian English uses Indian numbering terms like lak and krore, creates unique compounds like cousin brother, and may omit prepositions or use different tag questions. Now, lastly is the usage. Indian English varies between formal writing and speech. Spoken English often features local conversational styles and expressions.
Social linguistics. It reflects India's linguistic diversity and is widely used across schools, offices, and media. In conclusion, Indian English is a distinct, evolving variety shaped by India's rich languages and culture.
I'll discuss the literacies that shape Indian English. Formal English literacy. Introduced during colonial rule, English became a powerful tool for education, governance, and global communication. However, its access is often limited to the middle and upper classes, making it a marker for privilege. Vernacular literacies. India's bilingualism and multilingualism are key influences. Many use both English and their native language, blending vocabulary, sentence structures, and conversational styles. Other literacies. English plays a dominant role in digital communication, raising questions about social equity and representation. To conclude, Indian English is shaped by many literacies: formal, vernacular, digital, and critical. India's colonial legacy and vibrant multilingual identity.
Let's talk about India's language policy. India has no national language. Instead, it has a liberal policy that respects all cultures, languages, promoting unity in diversity. Official Language Act of 1963. Though Hindi was to replace English, protests lead to compromise, making both Hindi and English official languages for government use. Scheduled languages. India recognized 22 scheduled languages and 6 classical languages with ancient roots.
Now we have colonial period. During British rule, English was used for law, education, and administration, creating a new elite class with access and power. Macaulay's Minute of 1835 aimed to create a class of Indians, English in taste and intellect. Lastly is the modern era. Today, English is a key tool for education, jobs, and global opportunities, symbolizing both privilege and progress. In conclusion, English in India has evolved from a colonial tool to a unifying force, and now a symbol of mobility in the globalized world.
Now we have identity and power. As a unique blend of Indian culture and British colonial influence, Indian English reflects a hybrid identity. It acts as a badge of identity, connecting people to their local roots while linking them to global modernity. In literature, Indian English becomes a powerful tool for expressing the country's complex national and post-colonial identities. Historically, English was the language of British rule, used to assert political control. Today, it remains tied to the elite status, education, and economic opportunity, giving its speakers social and professional power. However, this power comes with tension. While English enables upward mobility, it can also deepen social divides and sideline indigenous languages. Despite these challenges, Indian English is not just a colonial legacy. It has been reclaimed and used as a voice for cultural empowerment and resistance.
Now, let's discuss the challenges of Indian English vocabulary. Indian English includes words unfamiliar to others like katone and time pass, as well as local terms like saling or yaan. Some English words, like pass out, have different meanings here than elsewhere. Grammar. Indian English grammar often reflects native language structures, like I am having 3 books, instead of I have 3 books. There's also a tendency to omit prepositions or use formal phrases like respected sir. Pronunciation. Indian English sometimes replaces English sounds like saying tin for thin and tends to stress syllables equally. Accents vary wildly across regions. In conclusion, Indian English is unique and expressive, but its differences in words, grammars, and pronunciation can sometimes cause confusion for others. Indian English is more than just borrowed words. It is a bridge between past and future traditions and progress.